Hi, I'm Steve Smith with Cincinnati Bell, and welcome to another video in our series on responsible technology for you and your family. Today we're going to discuss Instagram. Now, this app, which is now owned by Facebook, has grown significantly over the past couple of years. And in some ways it's replaced Facebook as the place to be for teens. Now, while that might be true today, it's important to note that social media, that landscape is always changing. Kids don't just use one app any longer. It's a lot like going to the mall. They're not just going to the Gap or to the food court. The same is true with social media. So in this program, we're going to discuss the following topics. We're going to define what Instagram really is. We're going to show you how you or your child create an account. We're going to talk about the privacy settings and how to set your photos and videos to private. We're going to show you how to block or unblock someone. And we're going to show you how to report abusive behavior. So let's go ahead and take a look at Instagram. We'll look at many of the other apps that are out there in other videos. So essentially, Instagram is a free photo and video sharing app that's available on Apple iPhones, iPads, Android devices, and Windows phones. Users can upload videos and photos and share them with their followers or with a predefined group of friends. And like most social media, users can view, comment, and like posts that are shared by friends on Instagram. As with most similar platforms, anyone 13 and older can create an account by registering an email address and selecting a username. This can also be done by registering by using your Facebook login credentials. Now, let's not fool ourselves. There are many children under the age of 13 registering for Instagram and many other apps such as Facebook, Twitter, Yik Yak, Ask FM, and many, many others. Well, regardless, over the next few minutes we're going to take a look and take you through the process for creating an Instagram account and discuss how you can protect yourself and your children on this app. Okay, so creating an account is pretty easy. For the purpose of this presentation, we're going to go ahead and use my iPhone 5. However, the process would be similar if you were using an iPad, an Android device, or a Windows device. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to the iTunes store and I'm going to download the Instagram app for my iPhone 5. If you're using an Android, you're going to go to Google Play. If you're using a Windows phone, you're going to go to the Windows Store. I'll probably speed up the process here a little bit because this could take, depending on your connection, it could take a little bit more time. Now, once the app is installed, Instagram generally will automatically open the app for you, but if it doesn't, you're going to go to your home phone screen and you're going to tap the camera icon to open it. Now, you'll see here that you have the option to register using your email account or by using your Facebook account. I usually like to separate Facebook from Instagram, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a separate email approach. If you register with email, they'll ask you to create a username and a password, and then you're going to go ahead and fill out your profile information. And when you're completed, you'll tap Done. Now, if you register with Facebook, you'll be prompted to sign into your Facebook account if you're currently logged out. Now, once you're registered, you're going to want to create your own profile. Or maybe even a week from now or a year from now, you want to go back and change your profile. Maybe you need to change your name, your username, or email address. Well, let's see how you do that. So first, you're going to go to your profile by tapping this icon on an Android or this icon on an iPhone and Windows phone. Since I'm using an iPhone, we'll tap that. And then you're going to tap to edit your profile. So you want to type in your new name, your username, maybe your website or bio information, and when you're completed, you're going to tap Done on an iPhone or Save on an Android, or click the check mark if you're using a Windows phone. Now that you or your child have an account, who can see your photos? Well, the answer is anyone who has an Instagram app can view photos or videos on someone's public profile. This is where people really find themselves in trouble. They create an account and they never really think about how to set their privacy properly. So if you want to protect yourself or your child, make sure that only approved followers can see your post or the post of your child. And this is how you do it. By default, anyone can view your profile, as I said. So you need to go to your profile by tapping this icon on an iPhone and Windows phone, or this icon on an Android phone. So then you're going to tap Edit Your Profile, and next to your profile picture. And then you're going to turn on Post or Private, and then tap Done. Now once you make your post private, people will have to send you a follower request if they want to see your post, your followers list, or who you're following. You'll see requests in your news which you can then approve or ignore. It's important to note that people can also send a photo or video directly to you even if they're not following you. So don't be surprised if from time to time you end up getting a video or a photograph from someone that you really don't know. It's not going to be on your timeline or your news feed, but you'll still receive it. So how do you block or unblock someone? Well, when you block someone, they can't see your profile and posts. So to block or unblock someone, you're going to go to their profile by tapping this little navigator button at the bottom of the app, and then tapping the search bar at the top, and then searching for their name or username. Then you would tap their profile to open it, and then tap this icon if you're using an iPhone or an iPad, this icon if you're using an Android device, or this icon if you're using a Windows phone. And then you'll tap Block User, or if you're unblocking them, you'll click Unblock User. So, how do you report a post that might have been sent to your child or possibly you, and you want to block maybe this person from sending future posts? Well, first you can report abusive posts that are sent to you by tapping the ellipse, this horizontal ellipse icon if you're using an iPhone and a Windows phone. And you'll see that at the bottom right of a post, or the vertical version of that ellipse if you're using an Android. And that's going to be seen at the top right of a post. And then you're going to choose Report Inappropriate. And of course, you can also block that person. Well, the next logical question might be, well, what happens when you block someone? Well, when you block someone, that person can no longer view your photos or videos or search for your Instagram profile. People aren't notified when you block them, so you don't have to worry about that. But can somebody that you've blocked mention you on Instagram? And the reality is, yes, someone you block can mention your username on Instagram, and that mention of you will appear in your news feed. Now, if you block someone and then change your username, it'll prevent them from being able to mention you. Are your likes and comments still visible to someone that you block? If you and the person you've blocked have mutual followers, and that does happen quite a bit, the blocked person will still be able to see your likes and comments on those followers' posts. One question I often get, can I have access to my child's Instagram account? And the reality is you cannot get access to an Instagram account from Instagram, but you can get access certainly from your child. And we would highly suggest that if you have a child that's 13 or God forbid younger that's using Instagram, that you need to have their login credentials. You need to be able to know who they're talking to and who, more importantly, is talking to them. As a child gets older, that's certainly up to mom and dad as to whether or not you want to be monitoring everything that they're doing. But given how social media allows your child to touch the world and how it allows the world to touch your child, it's something that we certainly suggest. But there are many other resources that you can use to help keep you and your child safe online. One we suggest is commonsensemedia.org. It's a tremendous website. Not only do they look at online activities and online apps, but they look at music that kids are listening to, TV shows and movies and books and things like that. They do a good job of rating them. ConnectSafely.org is another tremendous resource for parents. Cyberbullying.us. And of course, we would hope that you would take the time to stop back at awiredfamily.org, read our blogs, our updates on apps that young people are using, and also take a look at our videos here on awiredfamily.org and also on our YouTube account. We'll continue to provide up-to-date resources for you from CBTS and Cincinnati Bell. But for now, until next time, I am Steve Smith, wishing you and your family great use of responsible technology.